Oh snap, retro crap. I've been a game collector for years now, yet I've never played a Sega Dreamcast. By the time I started gaming growing up, I was heavily into the PS2 and didn't even know that this existed for many years. Well, today, we're going to look into it and see if the Dreamcast is worth a second chance. Now, I've been hunting one of these down for a while, and for whatever reason, I really liked boxed items. I love having boxes, and usually that drives the price up, but I think I got a fair deal. I paid $150 for what you're looking at right now. Now, obviously it's not brand new, but like I said, it has the original box, and I've seen the original box go on eBay for about $60 on its own. So, it was an okay deal. I've seen other box Dreamcasts just like this go from $200 to $250, so at $152 I was happy to pay the price. I wanted to go all out, so I went ahead and also got a matching controller in the box. This ran me $32, which in my opinion was an awesome deal because a controller without the original box goes for about $20 to $25, so $32 any day. Now before I go on and on, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this controller. Here's some of the art. Really simple, yet really effective. I like how stylish it is overall. So here we go. There it is. Like I said, I've never held one of these before, and right off the bat, it's way lighter than I thought it was going to be. It looks really bulky, but it is ridiculously light. I know it's missing some of the VMEs, but they can't be that heavy, so wow. It feels really good. I love how smooth this plastic is. It kind of reminds me of the Nintendo 64 controller as far as texture. And oh yeah, you hear that? That sounds really good. I love snappy little analog sticks like that. D-pad feels good, buttons feel good, triggers are really springy just like I like them. I wish they included some sort of manuals or original packaging, but since the box survived itself, I can't complain. I'm really happy with this purchase so far. Now, not only did I want to buy a controller and a console, you have to have games, right? So I went ahead and picked out a few games. I asked a bunch of people in forums and I looked up videos, and this was one of the #1 recommendations. I found it at a local retro gaming store in my town for $20. I'm excited to play it. I've seen tons of videos, so there's that. And the other reason I really wanted to buy a Dreamcast, believe it or not, is to play Seaman. This game looks so odd, and I can't wait to review it in a future video.
Yum, food. That hit the spot.
I got this for $80 with the mic included. Now I know what you're thinking, $80 for a game? Well, believe it or not, that was actually a decent deal because they run up anywhere from about $100 to $130, and I got mine at $80. It came with the mic. The mic usually is worth around $40 to $45, and the game goes anywhere from $25 to $35. So let's take a recap on what I've spent. $150 for the console, $80 for Seaman, $20 for Crazy Taxi, $32 for this controller, and $2 for this random web browser disc. It's pretty hefty, but we'll see if it's worth it in the end. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox the Dreamcast. And it looks like we have our other controller. This one has the little screen. They call it a VME. And it looks like it's in decent condition. The other one's a little shinier, but I'll go ahead and clean it up. The screen looks a little dirty. And as you can see, it's missing a battery cover. The seller told me about this and I wasn't too worried about it because I already ordered a replacement ahead of time. This ran me about $6 on eBay. And the only problem is I don't have a replacement screw, and I couldn't find info online on what size it was, so I'm gonna have hell looking for one. but that's an adventure for another day. All right, moving on. Sweet. Looks like we have original packaging and some sort of manual. And that's exactly what it is, the instruction manual. Nice. I don't know why, I love the paperwork. People that keep up with the paperwork, you rock. Let's go ahead and bust out the console itself. It's a little heavy. Oh, it's a lot of heavy. And right off the bat, I can see a small scratch, but I'm sure that'll buff right out. It's a little dirty here. I'll probably do a full cleaning of the console, but it looks really nice. I love the design. And oh, it's a lot more heavier than I thought it would be. Look at that design. It's bubbly on the front, but really square in the back. It looks like we have a little bit of yellowing. I'm sure that can clean up real well. I actually forgot I was recording for a sec because I was admiring it. Wow. No freaking way. Did he really? He included a game. He included Tony Hawk Pro Skate. Oh. Well, that was embarrassing. As I was saying, he included a game and I didn't even know. That was not in the description and he did not have to do that. All right, setting that aside. Looks like it's in great shape, so we'll set it up and test it now. I left this TV in my room since my last video. Oh, here we go again. I'm not kidding, it seriously weighs about 100 pounds. Whew. Alright, I'm all hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and slap in that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 to see if it works. And here we go, first time powering up. Looks like I'm on the wrong channel. So, it took me a while, but I figured it out. This AV cable is slightly damaged. There it is. Okay, don't touch it. That's not that big a deal, they're really cheap, so. That's super satisfying, I love it. Did you listen to those jams? Wow. Now this actually looks pretty good. Oh, oops. This looks way better than it did on the PlayStation 1. Wow. I guess I underestimated the graphical abilities of the Sega Dreamcast. This is about GameCube graphics. Oh, you know what? This is almost comparable to PlayStation 2 graphics. So now that I tested it out, I went ahead and played with it off camera some more, and I really fell in love with this console. I don't understand why it was such a failure. Well, I understand the PlayStation 2 was too much to compete with, but this thing deserved more attention, and it's kind of sad that it didn't. It's kind of sad that Sega had to go out in such a way to where they couldn't continue to make amazing products like this. Now, in conclusion, I spent a ton of money, and was it worth it? As a collector, yes, it was worth every penny. I am super satisfied to finally have this in my collection. If you like retro collecting, leave a like. And also, comment down below what game I should get. I don't know much about the library of the Dreamcast, but I'm willing to hear you guys out and get whatever y'all mention. Final thoughts, go buy a Dreamcast right now. Like, what are you still doing here? Go on eBay, look up Dreamcast, Sega, and drop all your money. All of it, every penny, just like I did. Seriously, I'm broke.